Yeah. Are you gonna share the link, bro?
Yeah. Let's try that again. Let's try that
Yeah.
again.
One more time.
One more time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of ForFightsSake.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Hey man, glitches happen, bro. I mean,
Yo,
I'm
bro.
not
I
Netflix.
hope
I'm
I
not
hope
Netflix.
there's no one that saw this twice, because then we.
It's okay. It's okay. It's for the people in the back that didn't hear.
No, it's another live one, gents. Wait,
Oh
actually,
man.
before we even start, I think
Yeah.
we need to explain to the people at home why
Mm-hmm.
we've been gone for so long.
Life gets in the way,
Guys,
bro.
UFC 308 destroyed my boys. The loss
Wow.
that the loss
Hey, just stop
the loss that
talking.
Just let
Whitaker
him get it
took,
out, bro.
the loss that Whitaker took, from Hamzat being ragdolled all over the place, and Max Holloway getting knocked out. A bit of moaning had to happen. So we're
Yeah, listen.
sorry, guys. We're
I,
back,
I
guys.
want to understand
We're
why
back.
you were so happy about it, bro. There's no
Yeah,
UFC fan right now that would ever be happy about this,
I
bro.
know, bro. This
And
guy's
yet
a
this
hater.
guy's over the moon, bro. He was rubbing it in our faces
No.
while it was happening, bro.
Let me tell you, right? So I've been saying that Tupuria is a dangerous man. Yeah. I saw some of his training footage. I was like, yo, this guy can punch. I did feel a bit sorry for Max, though. I'll tell you guys that.
Yeah.
As a bit sad about how it went down, and how he was almost outmatched and outpunched by Tupuria. I wasn't expecting that. So yeah, I'm a bit sad.
Wait, what do you mean by
But it
outpunched?
happens.
Yeah, actually.
He was.
He wasn't
In
outpunched,
what
bro.
sense?
He just landed that
Oh.
one punch in that round that knocked Holloway, but the whole time Holloway was peppering the guy, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was
Pepper.
winning those
Well,
rounds.
maybe
I think he was
then.
winning until that point. No,
He was. 100% he
No,
was.
I had it a draw until
I
that
can't
point.
imagine why.
Mm.
I can't.
Anyway, guys. Anyway, it happened. It happened. The boys lost. I've been saying that Boris is a beast. He proved himself yet again. He was chilled. He took him out nicely. I was happy about
Yeah.
Such a kid for
that one.
for talking bad about Robert Whitaker. But gentlemen,
Bruh.
right now it's still fresh, so I think we can talk about the elephant in the room that we've been talking about this whole time, and that's that Netflix fight. Like, what the
Bruh.
hell was going on? Like, first of all, kudos to the fighters. Those ladies put on such a fight, bro. Like, that
Yeah,
shit was
controversial. But
crazy,
ew.
controversial, but they never disappoint, bro. They never
Nah,
disappoint.
those ladies are there for real, and they know how to do it, bro. Like,
100%, bro. Like,
Mm.
yeah,
yes,
unlike the
that
main
one
event.
that one
Yes.
cut on
Bro.
those ladies was pretty messed up. Yeah, but the
Yeah.
main event. Look. What are we talking right now? Are we talking the production or are we talking the actual fight?
Yeah, look, the production, in terms of when you actually got to watch the fight, the production was good. Obviously,
It was
Netflix ability to stream that out to as many people that wanted to watch live, not so much. Né? Ew.
Yeah, but
Actually,
apparently
gents,
they
has
crashed it with over 100 million viewers at the same time, bro.
Yeah,
I
that's
kind of
the
understand.
thing.
I heard that it kind of made sense.
Yeah, but realistically, they should have been ready for all of their subscribers to be ready.
True.
Like, because obviously that's what they wanted, you know.
Mm.
And that kind of viewership for them is obviously unheard of. So they should have been a bit more prepared for that, but too late for that.
What are you saying,
yo,
Tuba?
was it Netflix's first? Was it Netflix's first live
I think
event?
it was no. Well,
Have they
they've done
other
like
live events?
yeah,
I
they've
think
done like
sports wise.
yeah, no, nothing sports wise. That was
Concerts, maybe.
They've done, I think it was concerts and a couple of comedy shows.
Wasn't Joe Rogan's thing also live?
Yeah, Joe Rogan's was live. I think, did Trevor Noah do a live one? I think.
Not too sure, but
Yeah, but something like
anyway, talking about the fight though, bro.
that. Yeah.
I have to say something, fellas.
Yeah.
I like this Jake Paul kid, and I didn't think I'd ever say that, but I'm starting to like him, mostly for what he's doing for the sport of boxing, but he's a smart businessman. Like I see a businessman when I see him right now. He's so smart, bro. He knew that knocking out Mike Tyson was never going to be a good thing to do, bro. And he had so many opportunities. Mike was struggling in there, bro. And let me tell you something, bro. I have so much respect for Mike. For his age, bro, that fight camp was crazy, dude.
Yeah. Look, I'll be honest, the actual fight just made me sad because unfortunately a lot of the new people to boxing, that's how they're going to remember Mike Tyson, which he doesn't deserve that. As far as for a man his age fighting that well, that's pretty good. I think the closest we saw to that was Bernard Hopkins, also fighting into his 50s competitively. But yeah, look, I kind of said this from the beginning. This is a fight that really didn't need to be made. But you know, with the viewership that we were talking about, that's great for boxing because let's be honest, boxing was getting boring. The viewership was draining away.
Yeah.
So it's put some life back into boxing. And I think if all the other promotions kind of follow suit, maybe not so much with the gimmicky fights, but you know, really followed it and now start putting exciting stuff together, like with what they did in with Riyadh season. I think boxing could very easily go back to one of the top combat sports to watch, because obviously right now that's the UFC. But that being said, the UFC is not slowing down either. Yeah.
Hey man, I really enjoyed the fight.
Yeah. First of all, Jake Paul should be ashamed of himself for beating up an old man. Okay, himself.
Well, look, it wasn't. Look, I agree in the sense you shouldn't be fighting an old man, but in the same sense, like I said in the beginning, this was a lose-lose situation for him. Because on one hand, if you knock out Mike Tyson, everybody's going to hate you. Nobody's going to like you. 100%. And he was smart enough to realize that. But at the same time, okay, you barely hit a 58-year-old.
What do you mean barely?
How many shots did he land?
Bro.
How many? Let's have a number.
A lot. I was watching that thing live and they were, where's this guy now?
Tyson so many times. I was like,
bro, you were frozen.
No.
Elsa type stuff. Bro, what I'm trying to say, okay, Tabang, you were saying? Okay, back to what I was saying. Anyway. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. It's
continue.
Hey,
so when it comes to the scoreboard and everything that they were counting throughout the match, Jake Paul was landing. When Jake Paul was at around 65 punches, Mike was on like 16.
Yeah, but that's not the thing. I'm not. It's because it's
significant strikes.
Yeah, significant strikes. And in terms of, forget about who you're fighting. How many shots did you land? Like he was running away most of the time. Which I understand, but I mean,
he took it easy on Mike.
I get that, but here's the thing. Can everyone agree that he was taking it easy?
No, he ran away also.
No, man.
Ran away.
Look, we're very happy with the way the fight turned out because that could have been very bad and everyone would be very sad. But, you know, it's also not a particularly great fight to hype yourself up off of for the next one.
Okay. Let me just say this as my closing statement, mine personally on that fight. Yeah. Mike Tyson's legs gave in very early. Right, he's old. Just pushing back on Mike Tyson in that fight was putting him so off balance. Roy Jones kept on saying, "Dude, I don't like his legs. Because just pushing back on him would have put him on the ground. There were so many times when Jake was landing that hook on Mike, and Mike was not seeing that shit unless he was doing the peekaboo and swinging from side to side. He wasn't seeing that left hook, bro. There were times when if Jake could have landed 4 straight punches, he landed them. He could do that. If he wanted to do it, he could do it. Because once the first one landed, Mike was off balance. Then after that came the jab, then came this, then came that. He wasn't seeing them. And that's why I'm saying, from my side, I saw a very young guy taking on an old guy. And the young guy had a lot of class, skill, and technique.
Yeah, look, I get it, but it's like one of those fights where the money was the only part of it that made any sense.
Sure, and also Ryan, you have to admit, bro, being able to control your power, knocking out someone is very easy when you're boxing like that. In the sense that you're trying to throw your all. The fact that he could limit himself and run all those rounds, say sparring with Mike, not dropping him, but also peppering him and still making sure that he's ahead. That takes a lot of skill, bro.
Yeah. Look, it does in a sense. I know I've had to do it myself. It's just like in terms of a professional career, like I said, the money part was the only thing that really says anything. You know, like because like we can debate this sort of stuff, but at the end of the day, okay, that's what he's doing when he's fighting a 58-year-old man with bad legs and all this and all the stuff that goes with it. But that doesn't say anything about how he'll do against someone in their 20s at the same size as him with the same skill level. You know what I mean? In that sense, it's it was a fight that doesn't really, if anything, it's more of a lateral movement. It's like it doesn't push him further forward. It doesn't bring him back really. You know, that's about it.
So Ron, come back to us.
Let me try and fix. No, I'm trying to fix my internet.
Mother Nature is not on your side, brother.
Okay, while he's doing that, Ryan, we're gonna move on to the most important shit. The reason why we're here right now.
Oh yes.
Right now, to my left, I got Stipe Miocic.
Jake Paul should be ashamed of himself.
Okay, we've moved on.
We're moving on. Okay. Are you happy? Are you happy now?
I've got Stipe Miocic on my left. Peeking on my right is none other than John Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got UFC 309 happening in a couple of hours. And I can't wait, man. Let's move on to the actual card itself.
Yes,
I almost showed my things. Anyway.
Yeah.
The only reason I came down here, Ryan, to the prelims is mainly because we've got Chris Weidman making his return, obviously.
Oh man!
But also we've got your favorite fighter, Jim Miller.
Oh man, I love Jim Miller. he of all the OG guys that are still active, he is definitely my favorite. Love that guy. He's amazing. But anyway. Well, look, I hope those fights go well for both Jim Miller and Chris Weidman.
The last time Chris fought was when he broke his leg, wasn't it?
No, I think it was.
He had a fight after that?
I think he was meant to. I don't know did the fight happen?
Yeah, he did.
So that was the first one back, and he was off for a long time and dealing with a lot from that leg break, which was that thing was ugly, man.
Yeah, dude.
Bro. You know what? From that fight forward, I pretty much all the guys that I teach, I was just like, okay, screw all this stuff. All we're doing now is we're working on how to make sure that shit doesn't happen. Like it's that thing is nasty, and I never want to experience it. I never want anyone I know to experience it. It's fucking terrible. But anyways,
Anyway, we've also got Vivian something and Karen Silva. I know I'm not gonna try no disrespect, but
I think
we've got two Brazilian ladies. Try, Ryan.
It's Viviane Araújo.
Araujo.
No. definitely not that.
Why not?
No, I listened to how they pronounced it, and I heard guys saying it in two different ways, and I was like, I'm not gonna try.
Were they Brazilians saying it? That's
No,
the
no,
question.
no, no.
Yeah,
not
so
at
you
all.
can't trust
Not
them
at all.
either.
So I can't trust them either.
No.
But we've got two Brazilian ladies going at it. To be
who's she
honest, I
fighting
haven't
again?
seen anyone of these ladies fight. She's fighting Karine Silva. I haven't seen any of them fight.
So Viviani's got some good boxing.
I was watching the build up to this to
look,
309,
her
and she looks
boxing is
very
good.
sharp. Silva as well. She looks like she has some very nice skill sets, including the ground game. It seemed I think I saw there. But this one is actually interesting. Bo Nickel with Paul Craig.
Yeah,
the Scottish.
My man. I'll tell you at the top of the card. I did something. Not gonna happen, but it'll be fun.
What's not gonna happen?
No. So I saw this crazy parlay. It was Paul Craig, Michael Chandler, and Stipe. All three win. The payout was insane.
Ooh, but what are the chances, bro?
No, the chances are slim.
Zero.
Wait. Say that again, Paul Craig.
Paul Craig, Michael Chandler, and Stipe.
That's not far fetched, bro. I might
no,
that parlay,
it's
bro.
not. That's why I looked at it, and especially because I think on my ticket I put $50 down, and the payout is 7,600. So
how about I say save your money?
Too late now. Too late now.
No chance. No chance.
But gents, I need to say this. I think Bo Nickel is getting his loss.
I think
This one.
So my opinion of Bo Nickel has changed a bit. A little bit to do with that Joe Rogan podcast he did. When I hear about what his actual approach is, and it's one that I really respect, and I'm genuinely surprised to hear that that's not the approach of other fighters coming up. So
give us
like
an outline
what is
what
it?
it was. Yeah.
His main focus is skill development, right? He's already an elite athlete, as we know.
An elite wrestler.
Yeah.
No. Specifically.
Athlete. You can get away with athlete.
Yeah. No, look, I'll be honest. Anyone that's watched that level of wrestling, those people are athletes. But anyway, he's already an athlete, and his focus is on skill development and slowly building up. He's not trying to go from this fight, big fight, title fight, and that's it, because it's not smart. How many guys do we see that do that and end up losing? So many guys. It's so much smarter to start off lower down, similar to what they do in boxing. They don't give you guys that are going to be world beaters on your third or fourth fight, right? Like you sort of, here's a guy, you should be able to beat him, but it's a skill set that's interesting to test you, and then you build up.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, fuck you.
What? Bullshit.
What do you mean,
Hey,
bullshit?
Hey, bro, that sounds like an excuse.
No,
it sounds like an excuse. I think Bo Nickel realized that wrestling is not everything.
No, right? It's not, but it's also...
And he's trying to buy himself time because he's realized that stand-up, there's a lot of guys that will mess him up.
But it's yes, but I mean, like I'm saying, it's like any intelligent MMA fighter is gonna know. I need to develop skills everywhere.
100%.
I mean, realistically, how many specialists have we had that actually got as far as a title without developing the other stuff?
Yeah, but he's scared that they'll push him up very high, and then his next shot will be a title shot, and he's not ready for it.
Yeah, and it's smart of him to recognize
that.
Yeah, that's a smart move to make, because you see so many of these guys, they jump in on these way high level fights than what they're ready for. And look, a lot of the time those guys have good showings. They still lose, but they have good showings and they gain some fans and stuff. But I don't know any of them that I've seen do that, win a shit ton of fights after that.
Yeah, with that said, I agree. Bo Nickel gets his first loss tomorrow.
I think this is an interesting guy to do it because everyone else he's fought, they desperately don't want to go to the ground with that guy. Whereas Paul Craig's just like, it's like an old or I'd say grappling meme. It's just like the wrestler gets the double leg and the jiu-jitsu guy gets the guard pull.
Yeah.
Both of them. Mission achieved.
Yeah.
Yes, like, well, I will be shocked if Paul Craig doesn't even go so far as to actually pull guard on him when Bo Nickel decides he doesn't want to shoot anymore. Yeah,
man.
I hope he doesn't try to strike with him.
Who?
Bo Nickel doesn't try to strike.
Bo Nickel can't strike.
Look, I'd give that
more strike a match.
Hands.
Look, I'd give that about even. Because I'd say they've both been focusing on their striking for about the same amount of time, realistically. So it really depends on who developed faster.
But then who's better? I think.
Look, neither of them have shown me anything particularly amazing. So it's hard to really tell you.
Gentlemen, we've got a number 2.
A number 2.
Yeah. We've got Charles Oliveira versus Michael Chandler again.
I'm keen for this one. I feel like a rematch probably would have been better a little sooner.
Why?
Just when they're both fresher. Plus, this would have been a much bigger fight had Charles still had the belt.
But also, they both haven't fought in a while, so they're both properly rested. So we'll probably see a proper fight from the both of them.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
We know Michael Chandler was waiting for Conor McGregor.
Yeah, shame. Look, I don't blame the guy because that McGregor fight would have paid out.
That's it, bro. That's it.
Yeah,
and everyone knows
much better.
Yeah, bro. And to be honest with you, bro, Conor doesn't have it in him anymore, bro. No. It's an easy paycheck for these guys. It's an easy paycheck for guys that are on the roster on a regular, bro.
That's why. How many guys call for that shot that were never gonna get it?
Exactly, bro. Exactly,
never, bro. Because they all know you win that thing. Like if you were fighting for money, cool, retire after that one.
Yeah. Like, so I don't blame him either, bro. But now we've got the Charles Oliveira one, and he lost that fight. He lost.
Yeah, but I would say that was an error in decision making.
Yeah,
because we saw he hurt Charles, and there was a potential to end that fight, but unfortunately, being the exciting man that he is, Michael Chandler dove first into Charles's guard, which is obviously super unwise. So I think if he has to drop Charles and then let him back up, I think that fight will go very differently. And the same with this fight.
I agree.
Yeah.
The thing with Michael Chandler is what we've always said, gents. It's like he doesn't use his fight IQ when he's in there. He uses grit and force, bro.
Yeah, you know what? The past few fights have been interesting because neither of them were particularly consequential in terms of a title. So it just seemed like he was trying to be as exciting as possible.
I think he was trying to get at the title. So he had to give a good showing, I think.
And also it was highly anticipated. Sorry.
Which one? Oh, to come into the UFC. Yeah, look, unfortunately, you know, when the UFC signs these guys from other promotions, they have a habit of doing it to these guys when they are pretty past their prime, because a prime Michael Chandler was something to behold. And the same, like, go back further, even a prime Ben Askren was quite a beast in his day as well. And, you know, he came out of retirement to come back to the UFC. You know, I mean, that guy had already dominated his division in two different organizations, and then the UFC got it. Like,
I can't. Okay, yeah, you're 100% right. It's just
that's the thing.
a dominant Ben Askren. Sorry, that's
No,
that's on me. That's on me.
no, I know it is. It is. And look, I don't blame you. It's just the guys that haven't been following those guys while they were outside the UFC wouldn't know. I was watching those guys. Ben Askren was a beast for a long time. I mean, he beat everyone up in Bellator, had some shenanigans happen with his contract, got released, and then ended up at one championship, beat up everyone there, took their title as well, retired, I think with a few fights still on his contract, which is why the exchange with him and Demetrius was possible. And yeah, so I mean, like, you're getting a guy, he's already retired.
Wait. Ben Askren was swapped for Mighty Mouse.
Yeah.
And then Mighty Mouse went and won all the championships, and Ben Askren got a knee.
Bro. Yeah, well, look,
I'm sorry, I'm not laughing like that, but like, that was a raw end of the deal, bro.
No, look,
it's making these mess ups where he is selling the proper guy, bro.
No, he takes things too personally.
Yeah, look, I think we would have, or the UFC in general would be much better if Dana. I know he says he doesn't really care about these other organizations or whatever, but I feel like if he paid attention to them a little bit, he could see, oh, okay, that's a really good fighter. Oh, when's that guy's contract up? Or that person.
And not only that, Ryan, but also we were watching one the last time with Tabang, and these guys had the referees had GoPros on there, which gave you
the glasses.
Was it? No. That was PFL, not.
PFL. Sorry, but I confused the two. But the referees had that. What a nice element to add. Fight. Why not, bro?
Yeah,
it's not a patent thing. I can guarantee.
So I know
most of the guys
their cameras, because they have special cameras that. So when they film from the outside, they can phase through the cage, so it's not like you're looking at someone through a cage.
Yeah.
So that I know those are patented.
Patented.
That one
for PFL.
Yeah, I know those are
okay. the glass thing. Come on.
Yeah.
Even if you don't do the glasses, you can do a GoPro, and I mean. But my point is the smaller things, yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg is friends with Dana, and they've got those Meta glasses. That's a quick win right there.
I don't know if the Meta glasses are
the Ray-Ban ones. He can make the glasses for the UFC.
Look, he could.
Yeah.
No, look, he could definitely make something. It's possible, but I think Dana's so busy on, all right, we're making fights, we're expanding our market. Because that's...
but he's got a team, you know. I mean,
I know he does.
He has to go procure these things.
We just saw what they did with the gloves. I mean, Dana decided they're going back to the old gloves.
Yeah,
for John Jones.
No, apparently not.
John Jones, because he said he doesn't like them.
No, apparently not. I don't know how true that is.
Can't do this thing.
Yeah, you can't poke people in the eye. But apparently, John Jones claims that it's not for him. So apparently, those gloves.
Yeah, but like John Jones would tell us.
No, but I was watching some guy do a review on the gloves and why they actually went back. It's because apparently there's less knockouts with those gloves. They showed the stats, and ever since they started using the new gloves, there's been less knockouts.
Yeah, because the previous gloves, quite frankly, were
didn't have padding.
They were shit. No, I mean, I remember watching a thing where they were talking about
but guys, it can't be
like the menu. No, it's.
I mean, boxing gloves are super massive, but
those are
worked out with those all the time.
No. But it's the padding difference, because those gloves are meant to be 4 ounces, and from what I've heard from one of the fighters that were talking about it, was like, listen, sometimes it's 4, sometimes it's 3, sometimes it's 2. Like the whoever's manufacturing the gloves, there's no quality control happening there. Yeah, so
maybe it's a supplier thing then.
But either. Well, the thing, either way,
it was just very coincidental that it came back with.
I thought
that was himself.
Well, listen, if they go if they swap back again after this card, then
Yeah,
you
then
know.
it would be a
Then
giveaway.
you know.
That would be a dead giveaway.
Yeah. So I'm sure Dana will keep it back for maybe 2 more cards, and then in the new year, all right, new gloves.
Yeah.
Change the
Upgraded
color.
gloves and shit.
Yeah.
And just change the color and say it's different. They should
Yeah.
just take that Trevor Whitman gloves. But
Nah,
anyway,
so I heard about what happened with the Trevor Whitman gloves. So
oh yeah, the patent thing. and
yeah,
they
because Trevor wanted
shares
way
on
too
it.
much.
Yeah,
Yeah, and which is a shame because I think
what am I doing? Sorry,
I
yeah.
don't know what you're doing. I
Sorry,
wish like
sorry.
if because the reason it didn't happen was at first they wanted to buy the gloves outright, and he was like, "Fuck that," because he still wants to make his own stuff and sell on the side. And then they came up with they can buy a license for it, but he wanted too much for it. Which look, I understand.
I don't know what too much is, but
Well,
I
too
can-
much for the UFC, but
But Dana's cheap, so
yeah, look, but you know what the thing is this is like with how those licensing works. It's like, okay, here's a license for so many products or so many years of it being active.
Yeah.
So I think it's possible
Yo.
that they wanted to pay a particular price for way more, and then when he said, well, the price for that much is this, and it was a bit more than what they were willing to pay, which is such a bummer because those gloves would have changed the UFC for sure.
Gentlemen,
Yes.
let's head to the reason why this card was even made in the first place.
My man, I
John
cannot
Jones
wait.
versus Stipe Miocic. First of all, very evenly matched fight. I love it. It's long overdue.
I'll be honest. I'm a little worried for Stipe once I saw who's been training John Jones.
And who's that?
I think it was Gable Stevenson and Gordon Ryan.
Oh, I did see Gordon
yeah,
Ryan, but he's been training with Gordon Ryan for a while.
Yeah,
right?
but so
before Gunn.
for this fight, yeah, but before then it was more like they'd meet up and train a bit. It wasn't like all right, every other day we're training together kind of thing, you know? Because I think Gordon was still competing himself, so obviously it's hard for you to commit to train John Jones when he was still competing. Because I mean, it was just a few months ago that Gordon competed at ADCC.
Yeah,
But yeah. So look, in the wrestling and the grappling department, I'm a little worried for Stipe, and I'm a little scared that John is not going to have any interest in standing with him.
Yeah,
because that takes Stipe's chances way out the window.
I get you 100% because Stipe's striking is on point.
Oh yeah, and
that's how he wins most of his fights.
Oh yeah, and his adjustments on the feet is magical.
No, guys, but you guys.
John Jones is striking.
What a mean striker John Jones is.
I was about to say, bro.
Yeah,
you guys.
Those spinning elbows, the normal elbows, the spinning kicks,
my guy,
the knees, the flying knees. Bro.
Guys,
John Jones is dangerous.
You're thinking of old John Jones, bro. New John Jones, or
how do you know new John Jones?
Current, sorry, not new. New is not the right word. Current John Jones is a teep to the oblique kick to the knees, maybe a body kick, and then just the hands. I'm telling you now, he's not.
Right.
I'm telling you, he's not going to do more than that.
I beg to differ.
I've
been watching his striking videos, and his striking still looks sharp, bro.
Yeah, look, I'm sure it is, but I'm telling you what he's capable of doing and what he'll actually do are two very different things.
John Jones is gonna whoop Stipe's ass.
Nah, look, my main thing is that John Jones has already concluded that he's gonna win this fight, and that's my biggest problem with it. Right?
Yeah, I get upset
because he is gonna win this fight,
bro. Stipe is gonna mess up John Jones.
He's gonna try.
Unfortunately, no.
Like first round, just like Cyril Gunn.
The thing is, for me, bro.
Not quite. Not
I'm
not quite
telling you,
like that.
watch.
Not, I
What?
don't think. I don't think like Cyril Gahn, because Cyril Gahn has fuck all wrestling. Stipe has a wrestling background.
Bro.
First of all, I think you're right. John Jones will wanna go in and finish it very quick because he won't wanna. He's gonna do a Cyril gun if he gets the chance. He's gonna wanna take him
Yeah,
out
look,
very quick.
he's not gonna want to be there any longer than needs to,
Mm.
which in a sense is kind of boring, but at the same time, it's the smart move.
It's a smart move.
Yeah, especially because Stipe is one of those guys. He only gets stronger as the fight goes on.
Exactly.
Like,
And
how
it's those
many fights
adjustments
is he?
you were talking about?
Oh yeah, you give him time to adjust, you're gonna start having problems.
Yeah. So, and I don't think John Jones is gonna have an easy time submitting him, even though the wrestling department, I think he might have a breeze with it a little bit.
Man.
I'll be honest, I don't know too much about Stipe's ground game, so I really don't know how submittable he is.
Bro, I honestly, I'm scared for John Jones, and I think it's gonna be more upsetting to him because he won't see the loss coming, because he's in his head, he's won it already, bro.
Look,
Like,
I'll be honest with you.
I get it, you have to have that
Yeah.
confidence, but John Jones is not thinking about the type of fighter that Stipe is. If I were him, I would have trained. Okay, not maybe not if I were him, but like the smart thing I think to have done is train as though you're training for an Aspinall.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
he
You know what I
doesn't
mean?
even he doesn't even want to entertain that.
No, because
Yeah.
why? Then you would take it so seriously
Mm.
that you won't think coming through to this thing you can take it lying down. I'm not saying he's taking it lying down in the training aspect of things. He's always a beast. He's always been a beast. But remember, John Jones was relying a lot growing up in the sport on his grit, his maliciousness in the ring, if you want to call it that, his ability to go for that oblique kick, you know, his ability to eye poke and keep his hand in your face. Those are things that really worked towards its favor. And I mean,
Bro.
apart from the Rampage fight, I would say a lot of his fights were mostly just brutal beatings, you know, just going places where people aren't willing to go.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
Stipe is willing to go there, gents.
yeah.
Yo, so-
I worry a little bit about Stipe because because I watched the press conference earlier and he seemed so uninterested.
mm.
That's the thing. So I'm wondering if this is just a payday for him.
Yeah.
That's the
Look,
thing.
I think because John Jones has hinted that this would be his last fight.
Of course it is.
I think-
he doesn't want
I
to
think-
fight Tom Aspinall.
Sure. Because Dana did say in the press conference that
Yeah.
the winner of the fight has to fight Aspinall.
Yeah.
So I think he's gonna come out guns blazing.
Yeah, he wants.
you
No,
know,
well, that's
I mean,
the
as a
problem.
final fight, I think he'll wanna make a showing of it.
Yeah, but at the same time, if he comes in and makes it too easy, then there's the criticism of why the hell aren't you fighting Aspinall?
Mm.
Oh, not really.
But,
Um,
but they would bring some more money.
Maybe,
he definitely have like the negotiating upper leg.
Yeah, listen, bro. I'm telling you now, he does not want to fight Tom Aspinall.
I told
Sure.
you, I don't blame him. But anyway,
No, look, I don't blame you. Tom is the king of heavyweight. He's just letting the legends fight it out. I'm telling you, as soon as that fight's over, bro, it will not be long until
you know what?
until Tom's the proper champion.
Bartan is gonna come and give him a left hook quickly.
No.
John Jones, I would rather see John Jones go against Pereira, by the way. than
Yeah.
Aspinall.
Same.
Yeah.
But
But that would be very much the same as a Cyril Gahn fight.
you see, the thing is, right? John Jones said something which made me realize that he doesn't want to fight Tom Aspinall for obvious reasons that we keep mentioning, and it's smart of him to not want to do that. And he said on his interview that I wish I could fight, but not care a damn about my record. That showed me how much that guy, his record means to him, bro.
And it shows you how much of and it shows you how much of a threat he sees Aspinall as.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And there's no way you're gonna tell him he's gonna fight Aspinall and you're not gonna put it on his record.
Oh my
That's
man, and Tom Aspinall, even right now, he's doing stuff that other heavyweights, John Jones, isn't doing.
Yeah. Smart
I'm telling-
thing.
Have you?
Retire from the UFC. Go to
Mm.
the PFL.
No, he won't do that.
Make money in the
No,
PFL.
he won't go.
Yes,
No,
John
he's
Jones is
definitely not going
John Jones is rich, but is he rich?
Yeah.
No, like, but is he like
Of course.
McGregor rich?
No,
No?
not
Okay,
McGregor,
no.
but but you also got to remember McGregor is also the money he made. He took it and opened businesses left and
Okay,
right.
shut
I mean,
is he, let me put it like this: is he Cyril Gunn rich?
probably more than Cyril Gahn.
Definitely more than Cyril.
Definitely more. Why? What makes you guys say that? Is it because I'm really curious? Is it the sponsorships, or
Yeah, so it's part of the sponsorship. So his payout is going to be way more than what he'll get from actually doing the fight.
Mm.
Number one. Number two, I'm also imagining that John Jones is a reasonable, smart individual. I don't know how much that is, but I'd imagine with all the money he's made fighting championship fights, getting pay-per-view buys the whole time, that he's been reasonably smart with that money and put it in places that it'll grow.
And not spending it in Las Vegas because
Well, cocaine's expensive.
Hey man, look, my thing is, right, if you're gonna retire, bro, and fighting is your thing, you're gonna either become a coach, open a gym, or become a
won't do that.
commentator or one of those things. And like you're saying, I
He's
also
not gonna
don't
do
see
that.
him doing any of those things. And
No.
that's why I'm saying, if you don't want to worry about your loss, go to another opposing promotion.
Yeah.
Start afresh. There,
Dana-
your record there. You say John Jones is the GOAT. Why? Because of his UFC record.
Yeah,
Or
there's two problems with that. Number one, Dana will never let John Jones go fight for anybody else. So that's the first problem.
Okay.
Even if
But it's not really up to him.
Not up to him.
If
you think
if
Dana
this is
gives a damn?
if this is John Jones's last fight on his contract,
Bro,
then he
do
can't
you
do
think
shit.
Bro, do you think Dana gives a shit?
What can he do though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, he'll wheel, he'll deal, he'll suck dicks to make sure that doesn't happen.
What the hell?
Uh,
Guys, we don't know this guy. He doesn't represent
know
the
him.
views of the
He's-
channel.
Yeah, no, please.
Bro, I'm telling you, it'll never happen. Dana will never let it happen. But even if somehow he did let it happen, I doubt it. But anyway, he gets to the PFL. The very first fight they make is him and Ngannou.
Yeah, no, for sure.
100%.
For
There's
sure.
no
which is reasonable for both.
No,
of
it is reasonable, and I'm not really
big
sure.
payout. Big payout.
Yeah, look, and I'm not really sure John Jones wants to fight him either.
Yeah, and while we're there, how badly did Ngannou treat that dude? What's his name?
Ooh, fuck, I forgot his name.
The
guy-
Henan something or other.
Yeah. But he put on a clinic, bro. He put on a clinic.
Yeah, that
It was
was
a
good.
beautiful
That was
fight.
crazy.
It was
Yeah,
a beautiful fight. I was like, okay. I was a bit scared for him after the boxing situation. I was like, but then after that fight, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, he's fine.
Ngannou's still there.
Yeah.
So,
anyway.
gentlemen, I want to find out from you guys then, after all that's said and done. Jim Miller, Damon Jackson. Ryan, I'm going to start with you. Who do you think is taking
Mom, I've got to put my money on Jim Miller solely because Damon Jackson's a jiu-jitsu guy.
Okay.
Jim Miller's already been a black belt for I don't even know how long, but his striking is crisp as well. So that puts him over Damon Jackson in my mind.
Okay. Tabang, do you have a say on that one?
No. Jim Miller. You know Jim Miller, right? He surprises me. Like he should be out of here.
My man,
all intents and purposes, but it's just stubborn, bro. Like, it's
and
like
you know what?
a bulldog.
That's part of the reason why I love him, because although he's not world championship material,
Mm.
He is good enough to do shit that not even the champions could do. He's
Yeah.
been around for
Yeah.
a long time. I mean, he's been fighting through like 2 or 3 different MMA eras.
Mhm.
Mm,
I hope he wins.
No,
Is what
look,
I'm
me,
trying to say. Essentially.
I'm always hoping he wins
Yeah.
because I just want to see a guy like that do well. Always.
Yeah, we've
Yep.
got another African brother, David Onama, also going up against Roberto Romero, a guy from Uganda. So we'll look out for him as well. But I'm curious, Chris Weidman versus Eric Anders. What do you guys think?
Listen, Eric Anders is 100%. He's a guy. He said so much himself. He is a guy. He fights for money. That's it. Chris Weidman is going in there to kind of prove to himself that he can still do it.
So who you going with there?
Look, unless I haven't been following him too closely, unless Eric Anders has been training like a beast and expanding his skill set because he didn't have much of a skill set in previous fights. Unless that's the case, then I'm gonna go with Weidman.
Tama?
Bro. Okay. Just for flavor, I'll go with Anders.
I
See,
do love
my
that guy's
problem.
fight name.
My problem with him is in his last fight, he gassed out like so early, bro. He got tired so early. I was like, what the hell?
He
The
fights for
one
money,
with
brother.
the one with Jamie Pickett.
Like
Yeah,
I told you, brother, he fights for money.
it was
He's
sad.
not fighting for glory.
So he's trying to go take heads, basically.
He goes in there, he swings at you. He's a big, powerful dude. And look, if he hits you, you're in trouble.
Sure.
But he's got to hit you first.
But Chris Weidman is pretty old school, bro, and those guys can take a punch, bro.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah.
Although, look, I gotta
I'm
say the
worried
one.
about his leg. is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
Yeah,
no, it seemed
that's why I would
okay.
go for Anders as well.
No, his leg seemed okay in the previous fight, from what I hear.
You know what, Ryan? For me, nah, I understand those injuries heal. When you're playing a sport like soccer, rugby, understandable. But when you're using this thing that you broke to kick the whole time and you get kicked in it, I think for UFC fighters, it's a game changer, bro. Like you don't.
Well, look, that's not his
You
only.
saw it
That's
with
not his
Conor
own,
McGregor as well, bro.
yeah, but who cares about Connor?
Yeah, true that.
Yeah, that's the thing. But look, it's not. The thing is, the leg kicks and the kicks with that leg in general was not even one of Chris's main weapons. That's the thing. He was actually good hands and very good wrestling. That was his thing. So the leg kick's not that much of a factor, you know.
Unless you get kicked in it. Okay.
Yeah, but Eric Anders is not that good. By the way, I gotta say, the one thing I really love about Eric Anders is listening to Bruce Buffer announce that dude's name. Oh man, because you know his fight name is your boy.
Yeah,
Eric, your boy Anders. I love it, man. I love it.
All right. And then let's go to Bo Nickel versus Paul Craig, fellas. I said already that I'm gonna go for Paul Craig. Ryan, I think you said Bo Nickel is working on something, so he's gonna win that
look,
he's working on a philosophy.
His methodology, I agree with. Whether he's been sticking to it is a different story.
Yeah, he's working on his mixed martial arts at the biggest mixed martial arts organization there is, while finding himself.
So we wish him all the best. I'm going with Paul, my brother. Paul.
Yeah, look, I would like to see Paul win just because that takes me one step closer to my parlay. I'd like some extra cash.
And we brushed on this one already. Michael Chandler, Charles Oliveira. I'm gonna go with Michael Chandler on this one, but I wouldn't be shocked if Charles Oliveira took it. I wouldn't bet on this one specifically for that, in that it could still go either way. But I would like to think Chandler will be more strategic with this one, because also losing this one, where does it put you when it comes to fighting McGregor, the fight that you want, and all those other fights towards the championship? And he made his outline. He told us what his outline is. You
Yeah.
have to beat Charles, then go on fight McGregor, and then go on and do all of that type of stuff. So
No,
he
so
has to win.
I think he gave up on the McGregor fight. In the press conference, he was saying he wants to beat Charles and then fight for the title next year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think he deserves it. I think
Yeah, look, he's
he's
another
bled
guy.
enough. He's
Yeah,
bled
look,
enough.
he's another one of those guys where I kind of just want to see him do well. Like that
Yeah.
guy. When has that guy ever been in a boring fight?
100%, bro.
Right,
Like I was a fan before you even came to the UFC.
Oh yeah,
And
me too.
that's
Bro,
when
for a
you
long
know
time.
that it's like damn. Bro.
I was a fan of his for a long time, and even then, I don't recall a boring fight.
100%. 100%.
Yeah,
That's gonna be fun.
And it's his fight ethic as well, bro. It's crazy. From camp to the fight, it seems like that's all he can do, bro.
And his look, I don't know too much about the skills training because obviously they keep that stuff under wraps for the most part. But his physical training is insane,
bro.
The stuff that dude does, man. I'm just like, shit, bro.
He has workouts where he just does backflips, bro. Like who practices that?
Bro, if the UFC doesn't work out, that guy can immediately go into the CrossFit Games.
100%.
But also, guys, like. I hope someone overseas sees this now and they're like, yeah, that's really not that much money I should pay for this guy. Bro, like, I need 10x on my side, bro. 10x is the way to go, bro. I'm so convinced on those guys that if ever I get a chance, bro, I'm joining those guys and I'm doing that full body inspection shit. And that guy must be give me that superhuman protocol thing, bro. What?
Yeah,
it's not
a sponsored. It's not a sponsored link.
Unless you want.
It's not sponsored. They're not giving us any money.
I mean,
while we're on that, give us some money, guys.
Gentlemen, I've already said I'm with Stipe Miocic for the last one. And it sucks to have to say that. It's just that I wish John Jones wasn't as arrogant and confident, unfortunately, as he is on this one, because I just feel like he left a little bit of loophole where Stipe is going to come through and shock him. You know? But I don't put it past him. He is the GOAT for a reason. So like with that previous fight, I wouldn't be upset if he won. In fact, it creates and adds to the legacy and the myth of John Jones. Should he retire, it will be a great way to go out.
Yeah. And look, the same goes for Stipe as well. I mean, the greatest heavyweight champion, full stop. You beat John Jones and you retire off, you are undeniably the greatest heavyweight ever.
I mean, even if he loses this, I think he's still
he is. He's 100%
greatest heavyweight of all time.
In terms of achievement, he's 100%. He's won more title fights at heavyweight than anybody by far.
So I think what we're basically saying is that win or lose, both of these guys have earned their retirement, right?
Yeah. And and look, not to put a damper on things, but that's part of the reason why I'm very excited for this fight is that we get it over with, so then the division can get moving.
That's
the thing.
100%.
That's the thing. I want this division to get moving because heavyweight has got some very talented guys, and I want to see the new era come in and show us what they got.
And I'm also ready for those guys behind the scenes who always knew that they were not going to get a chance to actually come up and try their shots again, bro. I'm ready to see Derek Lewis try and go for that shit, bro.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That would be fun with the new guys, Tom Aspinall's in them, and a mix of the older guys who can still fight. I'll be happy to see that.
Yeah, man.
Taban, who are you going with, by the way?
I'd like to see some new faces in the heavyweight division, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Newer faces.
Well, you know what? This is kind of the problem, and we see it all the time in divisions. Is like when you have a very dominant champion, the division gets stagnant. It's just about who are we feeding to him next, and no one really cares about what else happens in the division. But as soon as one of those guys moves out, then suddenly now the division's awake again. Now, what about this fight and this fight and that fight? That's one of the things I'm keen to see. And once Tom Aspinall comes in, then now, okay, who can beat him? Let's see.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I've got John Jones winning this one easy. I don't even see it being much of a competition. I think once John Jones gets his hands on Miocic, that's it. I don't see it leaving the first round. If it does, the second one for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, last thing I got to say on John Jones. Well, not necessarily him, but more like him and Dana White. That whole thing of removing his one loss from the record. What do you gents think of that?
Yeah, the elbow thing, the disqualification, right?
Because it's no longer an illegal move. They want to have it.
Yeah, scrap that shit.
Look, I think because they're allowing it now, then they should scrap it. But if it was still disallowed, then I would say keep it because it's wrong.
So I have a very simple argument for why that thing needs to stay there. It's very simple, very easy. At the time,
you hate John Jones?
No. It's not about that. It's about at the time the move was illegal. When you sign the contract to fight, here are the rules. This thing is illegal. You do this thing, there are consequences to it. You sign it, you agree to those rules. No. That's the thing. You agreed. This is how I'm gonna fight. It's not like that idiot that head kicked the dude in a boxing fight, bro. That's right.
But what if we asked the guy that got the win? I mean, I personally wouldn't want to get the one win against John Jones like that.
What are you talking about, bro? That guy probably still talks about it. Yeah.
No, look.
No, but that's a simple thing for me. It's just like at the time, these are the rules you agreed to. You broke the rules. Here are the consequences. It's not about this is how the fight was going, or this is who that guy is now. At the time, these were the rules. You agreed to the rules, and there are consequences when you break the rules.
Yo, bro, I think if you get arrested in December for selling weed, if it becomes legalized in March, they should let you go.
If you are still in prison, but this is also not a jail sentence. And even then, even if they let you go, that's still on your record. You were still arrested. You were still tried. And
I think it should be an option that they put towards both fighters and not just one. Because if you're gonna take it away, it means you're taking away that guy's win as well. Because you can't keep the win and take.
No, that's the thing. But that's also my thing. It's just like it shouldn't. It's not that complicated. Like people are stuck on taking it away because they want John Jones's perfect record. But the reality is,
but he's never lost a fight.
I understand that
it is a loss in that technicality.
Yes,
no one has beat him.
Yes, I understand that, and I'm not fighting that at all. But on the technical sense, as a man, you agreed. This is the rules I'm fighting to, right? Because the problem is if you can turn that, if we can turn that around now, then what stops the next guy to turn it around for a different reason or a worse reason? Or you open the door for other things. Here are the rules. You agreed to fight in those rules. You broke those rules. You understood the consequences. Now you take them like a man. Unfortunately, yeah.
Look. To some point, you both have both sides are worth looking at. Because you are right, bro. You came into that fight and you did something that got you disqualified. We can't right now go back and say, so now because Aljamain Sterling got kneed while he was grounded because they changed the grounding rules as well. You heard that, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. So do we change that one as well?
Say Aljamain Sterling's
because that's under those. Because if that's the way we're going to play this, now it's legal. Okay. So then we can go change that one too, right?
Yeah, that's
how that works. Do we now?
That one has bigger consequences actually because that's
exactly,
and that's out on the line.
That's the thing I'm saying. Is this like, look, if you're looking at it purely as what I want for this guy's legacy and whatever, then sure, it makes sense to take it away. But in reality, these are the rules that we agreed to fight in. And if you're, it doesn't matter how great you are, if you're not going to fight within the confines of our sport, then are you really the greatest MMA fighter?
True.
That's all I'm
Okay.
Okay,
saying.
he is. Okay, he is.
Yeah, no,
is.
he
He
is,
is.
but
He
you
is.
understand? Yes, I'm
He is.
not relaxed. Relax.
He just wants to make sure that you are aware.
I am aware.
He's the greatest.
I am aware, but at the and look, that's also the thing for me. It's just like while that loss was there, no one questioned whether he was the greatest or not. So leave it there. That
True,
and for me, that actually says more about his journey through his career than anything else, because it's now okay. Here's somewhere where he tripped and had to learn and make adjustments and come back better. All the greats have that same story. Anderson Silva had similar stuff earlier in his career. GSP had the same stuff after the first time he got to the title. The list goes on.
We're just trying to immortalize him now, bro.
That's the thing. We're trying to immortalize him instead of just have it be what it is.
As a human that was exceptionally good at what he was doing.
Exactly.
But,
and
know,
whether he messed up, and there's nothing wrong with that. How many other guys do we consider amazing that have messed up much worse than that?
Even Ali had a loss, bro. And
even the greats.
Mike Tyson too.
Oh man,
you know,
Mike Tyson had a few
now.
And forget. Listen, I ignore everything within the last 10 years.
Yeah.
And those guys are still great. Does anyone genuinely think 10, 20 years from now, when we're talking about John Jones, that people are going to be like, but he lost that one fight? No one's going to say that.
Matter of fact, we'll be talking more about the eye pokes. So
if anything, that's what we'll be talking about.
But anyway.
Back when they eventually fix the gloves and eye pokes are no longer a thing, they'll be like, you must remember back in the day, there was this guy. He was the greatest of his time. But man, he poked a lot of eyes.
Look, I just want to add, because what Tabang said actually stood out, is that, some new faces would be dope. And when you're a heavyweight, we don't expect a full skill set. We expect power. We expect, yes, we do expect to some extent.
I'll be honest.
Because it's getting crazy with the Tom Aspinalls who are just
that's the thing. I think
but
Tom Aspinall is the first of a new generation of heavyweights, guys that are coming in with full skill sets, with decent gas tanks for heavyweight, and all the and everything that goes with that. Because it need to be. I mean, look, there's some. Don't get me wrong. Tom Aspinall is elite, and it shows you by the guys he's training with.
I should make memes just like Dana and John Jones, bro. Like, you are such a fanboy of Tom Aspinall. Anyway, get it, bro. Tom can never go wrong when it comes to Ryan, bro.
First of all, when has he
not
gone
a sponsored
wrong?
Post, guys?
When has
Tom Aspinall's not sponsoring this show? Please, I
although
want to make that thing.
Although if you want to, Tom,
Espinal.
we love it. But anyway, enough about no worry. Regardless of Tom Aspinall, I mean, the heavyweight division is now primed. Now that a lot of the bigger old guard have left, this will be Stipe's last one. It'll be John Jones's last one. Ngannou's off somewhere else. All the older guys are way down in the rankings and not really consequential. So now we've got room for these new guys to come up, and I think, especially once they see the payday that these guys are going to get, I think it's going to motivate some guys to come up.
But the reason I actually went on to that is because we've got a prelim with a few heavyweights. Not a few, but one heavyweight bout.
Who we got?
Taibura versus, I could be saying it wrong, Dinas, Juanata, something. But
send me his name.
But anyway, he's from Brazil and Taibura is from Poland. So these
Oh, Marcin.
Oh, Denise.
Denise, what?
Denise. These
Oh,
nuts.
but yeah, the guys look actually pretty built, bro. They look like big guys. So I actually want to start a bit early on the prelims and actually check these guys out because I think this might be a fight to look out for. Plus, we might be seeing these guys in the heavyweight in the main card soon, seeing as we're vacating so many heavyweights. So I'm glad. I think I'll check that one out as well.
I don't think this guy's from Brazil, brother.
He is.
Jonathan Denise.
Are you sure? This is a super white dude.
Yeah, no, he's from Brazil, bro.
Are you sure, bro? Because
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah,
the
100%.
white.
This guy,
Brazilian.
are you saying Brazil doesn't have white people?
White people.
Hey, bro, I've never seen them white like this.
Wow.
Oh,
But
okay, no,
anyway.
Sorry, you're right. I see he is from Brazil.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's someone exciting for you. He used to fight for Glory, so that means his striking is good.
And Tabura is actually number 9. So yeah, man.
There we go. Well, there's some new
There's
blood
some
in
fresh
there.
faces. But fellas, thank you so much again
Yeah.
for sharing your time with us. And for everyone who's watching, thank you so much for tuning in.
Yeah.
Ladies
Thanks,
and
guys.
gentlemen, that is it from us.
That's us.
From ForFightsSake. We're out.
Like,
We're out of-
subscribe, and all of those nice things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All of those nice
Everything.
things.
all
But,
the things,
yeah.
brother.
The fights are starting in a couple of hours, gents. I'm gonna go get myself a monster. I might take a nap.
Oh yeah, definitely
Since we're
taking a
not
nap,
in
bro.
Abu Dhabi. But yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Looking forward to it.
Oh, I'm gonna go get some food, catch a nap, and then I'll see you guys for the fights.